Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. And today we're going to do something a little bit different. A week or two maybe ago, depends on when I upload this, I did put out a a poll on my YouTube channel to see what you guys wanted to see. Now a load of you guys basically came up with this one, so I thought it was about time that I did it. And a lot of you guys were asking about me doing how I make my fish food. Now, to be honest guys, it's not hard, it's not complicated, and it's certainly not dear either. I mean, you can get some of the stuff really cheap, really, if you go to your local fishmongers and stuff like that. Some of them, sometimes I use fishmongers, sometimes I just get the frozen packs. It doesn't really matter. I've tried both, and the fish love it nevertheless. So what we're going to do today is we're going to take a look at the tank, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I make my fish food. It's going to be pretty difficult guys, because I cannot find my stand where I put my phone on. I've got nobody here to film it, so it's a bit of an issue, but you'll get the point of what I'm going to show you. So hopefully you like the video, and if you do, if you're not already subscribed, click the thumbs up, give me a subscribe to the channel. We're going in the right direction. We finally reached the 1,000 mark, which I was absolutely fantastic about. This was like a couple of weeks ago, so I'm over the moon at that. And like I said, hopefully you following will give me more motivation to keep doing these videos, and yeah, putting out really good content for the channel. But first things first guys, onto the actual tank. Tank is doing really well this week, no issues whatsoever. This PC Rainbow is absolutely colouring up like there's no tomorrow. If you remember guys, this was one of the pieces that was basically got bleached out, or I thought it was on its way out, to be fair, because of the outswing that I had a few weeks back. But all of a sudden it's just started to take off, and it's started to colour up really nice now. All these, as you can see on this one here, all of these are all new nubs, all new growth. That is absolutely flourishing. I don't know whether it's got something to do with the Calquasor. I'm assuming it has, but yeah, really happy with that. This Monty Porter just seems to have started to take off again. As you can see, just look at all this white growth all around the edges. All new growth, that guys. It's just started to take over, and this PC Rainbow is really colouring up now, and we started to see all new growth on this as well. If you remember, this one was this Digi was starting to RTN. I think that was down to the calc as well, but it seems to start recovering again. I was going to snap that off guys, to be fair, but just look at the growth of that, all new growth on the white tips and everything, so really happy. One thing I do want to mention guys is that green fungi plate that I had. I managed to get rid of it, and it's gone to a worthy home now. So hopefully that guy will really enjoy it as much as what I did in the beginning. I mean, like I said before, it wasn't really the best because of where its position was, but you know, it is what it is, I suppose, and it's just one of those things. But one thing I am going to mention is this rock here. I don't know if I mentioned it in my last stream. This is the pink gunny, which isn't doing too good. I think I'm going to leave that to Jay from Jay's Real Reef. Go check him out, guys. I think I'm going to leave the gunny. He's the gunny Porter King. For me, I'm just, for some reason, it's just some coral. It's one coral that I just can't keep. I don't know why. We have these in our hobby. Some corals you can keep, some corals you can't. And for me, I think it's just the Gonioporas that I just can't keep. So, excuse me. So yeah. But what I am going to do is I'm going to obviously do this scape, figure that out and what I need, what I'm going to do. But one piece that is certainly going to go there is the piece that I'm going to get from Paul from Fish Palace. He's going to be he's sending me a Raja Rampage, which I can't wait for. He's shown me a few pictures, well, a few of the latest pictures, and it's looking really nice, coloured up really good. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that'll be here not too soon. One thing he did mention was, why don't I put the Coraly back up here? And that is a good point, actually. What I might do is I might actually move these, the Duncans, maybe further around here, put the Raja there, and then put the Coraly there. And then I'm thinking, to be honest, guys, maybe some Acans or some of the Zoas. Because, to be honest, I had my power meter out the other day just to check, make sure that the lights are all right. And around here, guys, we're getting around 360-ish. On the top, you won't believe it, right on the top there, guys, where these are growing, we're getting about 525 par up on the top. Absolutely insane par. But yeah, those Stylopoda and stuff like that, it's loving life. Same as this Miyagi. All of this section here are getting around about 335, 340 par all the way along that section. So that is bang on for SPS. It's what you really want it at, is in that region of 300 par. Between 200, I'd say 200 and 350, no more. And that's why I think we're getting good growth there. As for the rest of it, the torches are doing fantastic. I turned the MP10, the MP40 slightly down. It was absolutely blasting it. I had it on different modes, and when I came back, these had like curled up. I think it was getting a little bit too much flow, but now we've got them on about 30% on the majority of the modes, and that seems to be good enough. We're getting a bit of movement with the stylo just here, so as long as we're getting movement and there's no dead spots or dead food, then we're good to go. But that's enough for the tank, guys. Everything, like I said, everything's doing really well on this. So back down to the point of the video. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the kitchen and I'll show you exactly what I do with my food. Right then, guys, so we're here. Like I said before, it's going to be a bit of a tricky deal this, because I've not got nobody here to help me. But here, as you can see, all we've got some raw prawns. We've got some whitebait. This is just normal whitebait. Pieces that I cut up. I had a little piece left, so it was frozen, this, guys. I just thawed it out, and we're good to go. Then we have some of these little mussels. These little scallops. Really good. Get these from the fishmongers. Really juicy. And I actually eat them myself, so I've got some saved up. And then we just have the mussels. The mussels here, and I threw some of these already cooked prawns. We banged them in as well. And then I bought some squid. This is just a normal squid, which I've cut up into tiny pieces. And yeah, these are good to go. So what I tend to do, guys, is like I said to you before, it's not science. It's just basically bang it all in and blend it up in the NutriBullet just there. And yeah, like I said, it's as straightforward as they come. The things I do add in with it also is I add these algae wafer flakes. Really good. Pretty hard, to be fair. They do sink to the bottom. But what they do is they do contain the spirulina in them. And spirulina, as we know, is really good for your fish. Promotes health. Keeps you, possible fish getting diseases and stuff like that. So anything that we can do to prevent that sort of stuff from happening to our fish, we welcome. And then we add the Aquaforest AF powder, power food, and we had the Rico food. Now I do, like I said, I do dose this regular, to be fair. Not in huge quantities. I've had these tubs for what, maybe 7-8 months or so, and like I said, not much gone in them. But you don't need tons. I do put that into the powder, into the food. Then we have the Gamma natural seaweed. I thought I had more than this, but I haven't. So what I'll do is I'll just bang all that in. And what we do, guys, is we just bang this with this into there, and we just mix it all together, blend it all in. And we also add the Reefwave as well. In this is RO water. It's not tap water, guys. So make sure you don't put any tap water in. Use your RO water, and yeah, you'll be good to go. So what we do, first things first, is we'll blend a mixture of smoother paste. So what I tend to do is I used to put half of this stuff in, and I use these things. I got these off Amazon, and they're basically 1 centimeter cubes. And basically what I do is I get it into a smoother paste, and then I smooth it all the way along, so it's a really nice smooth paste, smoother than what you'd usually think. And basically, these are really good. And basically, once these are frozen, we tip them out onto the towel, and then we put them into like a Tupperware box, and then we just take them out of the freezer as and when we need. So hopefully I'll have enough mixture for these two, and then I might have enough mixture which I'll put in the bag, which is slightly thicker and not as watery. Obviously you need the water, more of the RO water for these ones, but for this we tend to go for like a little thicker paste, a thicker substance, so the fish have got something to chew on. But what I'll do, guys, is I'll quickly just sort myself out, and like I said, I cannot find that the clamp thing, the holder to hold it, otherwise it would have been a lot better, but there's nothing I can do about that, so I'll see you shortly. Right then, guys, so here we go. So what we do is we get a handful of this in here. No specific amount that you got to put in, just get a mixture of each of them, just as so. A couple of pieces of that, some of the scallops, just like so there. In fact, what we'll do is we'll put slightly more in here, because this is the paste that we're going to be doing. So we'll bang a bit more in here like that. And then what we do, guys, is we just add these wafer things, just bang a load of them in. Then we get a bit of this powder, a bit of that powder. Then we open up the Reefroids. Remember, guys, you don't want tons of this Reefroid stuff, because it can or potentially raise phosphates. And that's enough. Quarter of a spoon just there, just as so. And then what we do is we get the RO and we fill it up just like so. Now you don't want tons. You don't want tons of stuff in it, because you want the, well, I haven't got a blender, so hence the reason why I'm having to use this. Well, it's good enough. It does the job. And then what we do is we'll just shove a bit of seaweed in there, and then we'll screw the cap on this. Like I said, guys, it's pretty difficult with only having one hand, but I'm trying my best. I'm just tightening it now, and as you see, just there. And what we do then, we put it on this blender, and we give it a shake. Basically what we're doing, guys, is we just blend it up as much as we can. We want it into a smoother paste, like so. That to me looks about absolutely bang on. What we'll do is we'll just take this lid off, if I can. Bear with me, guys. I'm just gonna, like I said, it's pretty difficult to do this with only having one hand to do it, but you get the picture. This is basically, and I've got to admit, guys, it absolutely stinks, but the fish absolutely love it. And that's about the consistency, what you're looking with. The green, not too runny and not too thick. That is absolutely spot on. And what we do is we just get a bit of this mixture here, and we just plonk it on, like so. Oops. Like I said, it's a bit tricky. Doesn't matter if it goes all over the show, in all honesty. Just get it all in those squares, like so. And basically, we're just filling them squares up. And trust me, guys, your fish are going to absolutely love this. What I'll do is, obviously, these are not going to be frozen yet. But what I will do is I'll do them. I'll fill them up now, and I'll come back to you in a minute. What we do is, after we've done that, we just give it a bit of a clean, and we'll stick it in the freezer. And yeah, within 20 odd hours, 20 hours, 24 hours, they're good to go. As I said, plop them all out onto your chopping board or something, and then stick them in a Tupperware and take them as much as you want. I think you get 160 cubes in each one of these. So yeah, you'll be if you're not feeding your tank often, like I do. I feed mine every 2 days because they are highly, I mean, very, very nutritious with all this. And as you said, the only reason I do it, guys, is because I know exactly what's going into my food, and the fish love it. And like I said, that's the reason why I err on the side of caution. You don't really know what you're getting when you're buying stuff from you know, companies and stuff like that. This way, I know exactly what I'm putting in the tank. All good stuff, and yeah, the fish love it. So what we do now is that's these ones. What we'll do now is we'll go on and we'll do the thicker stuff that I use. Basically, this one's going to be a bit more chunkier, guys. So what we do is we do the usual same stuff. We plonk all the stuff in here as so, as we go. Just get it all in, and I'll probably end up doing maybe 2 bags of this. There might be 2 bags of this stuff, I think, maybe, if we're lucky. Not 100% sure. Same thing with pliers. No real measurements, guys, just stick them in, as you see. No real point to measure in, you just stick them in. And yeah, only a tiny bit of seaweed. Like I said, I've forgotten to get some of this stuff. And then we go on to the powders. So we same again, a little bit of Rico, a little bit of Acro, and then the Reefroids. Bear in mind, guys, we don't want tons of these Reefroids, in all honesty, because like I said, it does raise phosphates. We just bang that in. This is the spare that I've got of that, the spare remainder of this. Well, what we'll do is we'll just use this and we'll stick this stuff in with here. So it's going to be used. But whereas we put a load of water in last time, what we do is we put half of the RO water in, and then we blend that up. Same thing, we just don't bother cleaning it. Just stick it on, screw it on, guys. Like I said to you, bear with me. It is pretty tricky when you're filming on your own. But these cube trays, guys, I'll put a picture up if I've not already done so. I'll put a picture up and you'll be able to see exactly where to get it from. Amazon. And what we do is give it a bit of shape, but we don't want it too runny. We want it slightly thicker, you see. So what we'll do is we'll undo this, and this one should be slightly thicker than the other one. Not too much thicker, but it's going to contain some chunks into it, which is what the fish love. And as you can see, yeah, some chunks there. So what we do is we'll just stick this in a bag. I'll put this in a bag and I'll show you exactly what it looks like. Right then, guys, so we're back. So as you can see, there's the trays that we have, and here is the thicker stuff that we have. As you can see, it's got more chunks in it, slightly more chunks, not too much chunkier. I mean, bear in mind, you don't want your fish to chew. The only real fish that have really got really sharp teeth, I suppose, is the clownfish. But basically, I've managed to get 2 bags of that out. You want to do it to about 1/2 centimetre or so, if you can see. Yeah, about 1/2 centimetre, not too thick. It's quicker to defrost. But not only that, guys, you can judge what you want to do, how much you want to take off. You could always, I mean, what I'll do is I'll just do that for a little bit, flatten it out 1/2 centimetre, and we're good to go. Stick them in the freezer, and within 20 odd hours, they're good to go. You're bang on. And trust me, guys, your fish will be absolutely loving it once they get the taste of that. You don't need tons of it. Like I said, I don't put tons because I know exactly what's going into the system. I know what's going into the tank. But yeah, overall, guys, try it out. Just try it and see. Oh, missed a piece of squid there. But yeah, try it out and just see what you think. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with the squid and all the stuff that goes into it. You can't really. It's just one of those things. In fact, while I'm here, let's see. Let's get a bit of this, and we'll cut a piece off, a few of these pieces, and we'll give it a bit to the tanks. Let's go over there. Like I said, we all know what's going in the system. Let's see. There you go. There you go. straight onto it. No messing about there, guys. Squid is he's all over. And like I said, because you know what's going in your system, it's always handy to have. As you can see, look, fish just absolutely love it. Obviously, I've not got the filter on there, so it's pretty blue. But you get the picture, guys. And as you say, it's well worth it. You know exactly what's going in your system. You know what you're putting in your tank. And all this cost me, what? I think it was around 12 quid, 13 quid for all that gear. But obviously, not including the powders. I already had the powders. But just for the raw ingredients, it's about 12 quid. And that will last, what? Maybe 2 months or so. Maybe, yeah. Probably last me 2 months, that I reckon. So that's why I really didn't do one of these videos sooner, because I still had the stuff in me freezer. I mean, you can do this, guys, and don't get me wrong, once you freeze it, this will last at least 6 months, 6 to 12 months. Make sure you take out all the air out of these air bags, out the bags. Take out as much of the air as you can, squash them down, and trust me, guys, you'll be good to go. Right then, guys, so what I've done is the bit of the mixture that I've not frozen, I've just put in here along with that squid, just a little bit of squid, and just watch the fish, how they just react to me just tipping this in. And not only the fish, but the corals. I mean, that is the stuff. I mean, just look at that, guys. Yeah, absolutely crazy. Love the food. And yeah, everybody gets a bit of it. The corals, trust me, guys, you don't need tons of this stuff. It is really, really strong stuff, in my opinion, anyway. Really, really potent in a way. Obviously, you've got like the Reefroids, you've got the powder and stuff like that, Rico food. So you've got a load of different stuff going in. The only thing I didn't put into it was garlic. The only reason I didn't put the garlic in, guys, was because I didn't have any. But usually I'd put the garlic, liquid garlic into it. And that basically just helps the health of the fish as well. So, but as you can see, floating about all of the stuff, but the polyps, and trust me, the corals are all taking it in, and everyone loves it. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and thankfully I've done one, a video showing you guys what I actually feed. I know it's been a long time coming, but I appreciate your patience. But once again, guys, I really appreciate it. If you did like this video, click the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not already done so. And yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, there'll be many more good videos like this. And please don't forget, tell me what you want me to do. Tell me what you want me to film. Tell me what you want, what you guys want, because basically that's what it's all for, guys. It's all for you to hopefully, you know, learn, take a little bit of thing from me. You know, a bit of knowledge. Not that I've got tons, but I try my best. But hopefully you enjoyed this, guys. Really appreciate you you're all subscribing and following me. And until next time, I'll see you on the next video, or I'll see you on our live streams. So take care, guys. Cheers.